Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Cynthia Clark, Soulmate expert and palm reading consultant. You can find me over at soulmate.support or at palmistry.world. This is part 4 of my video series on soulmate palm reading. And in this part of the video series, we are going to be looking at the heart chambers. Okay, so there are actually 10 different heart chambers located in your palms, and they really go into detail into the deep reaches of your heart. Okay, so you can think about subdividing your heart into different sectors, and this is what the heart chambers are really all about. And they not only show you when they're strong, they show you what you can help other people with and also what you're demonstrating. And when they're weak or blocked, they show what needs to heal. And a lot of times these are just emotional wounds that we have carried over a period of time from our previous relationships. So these heart chambers do change based upon where you're at in your life, and you can track that over time. And they are very useful in understanding so that you can begin to heal yourself and also help your partner if you're in a relationship, or getting a partner if you're looking to get into a relationship. So this is a really critical piece that I feel is good to know. So enjoy. Hello there, and welcome to part 4 of our analysis of a soulmate and relationship palm reading. And we've got our devil archetype here in front of us. And we've already looked at his soulmate match, his best matches, his opposite. We've looked at his heart line, and we've looked at his beautiful mounts of Venus, Luna, and Mars. And in this video, we're going to look at a section of the hand that is fairly esoteric. It has to do with what I call the heart chambers. And in my opinion, this is one of the most important parts of an emotional system reading, because it takes into account that your emotional system is it's complex, and there's a lot of things that can actually be blocking you in terms of healing, or there can be beautiful things that you actually help to contribute to a partner. And so heart chambers, there are 10 of them in your hands, and they're located in the water quadrants of your different areas. Okay, so what you may or may not know about the hand is that you can divide the hand into quadrants. Okay, so if we were to draw a line down the hand like this and then across, okay, we end up with 4 sections, right? Each section represents a different element. Okay, we've got fire up here, we've got air over here, we've got water down here, and we've got earth over here. So each section or each quadrant can be further divided in the hand. So when we take a look at the fingers, for example, we can divide the phalanges into quadrants. And so we're looking specifically at the water quadrants of each of these sections to identify their quality. Okay, so we have a Mercury heart chamber, okay, and that's going to be located down here in your Mercury finger, which is your communication finger. Now, when I see vertical lines running through the sections, that tells me that there is good flow. Here, I'm going to just move that ring up here for a second because I need to see that section. Okay, so looking at Mercury, okay, his Mercury heart chamber is very strong. He's a great communicator. And what this also tells me is that he is someone who can help other people open up their communications. okay, when I see this as a strong section. Okay, that's a great gift. So we celebrate gifts in the hands.
Yay!
Woohoo! Okay, Apollo. We've got a heart chamber in Apollo, and this relates to his creativity, his emotional creativity. And again, this section has got lots of vertical lines. Boy, you've got good flow in all of these sections.
Thank you.
Okay, so this again shows me that what you do for a partner is help open up creative flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not only do you have it within yourself, but you help, this is how you can help a partner. Okay, Saturn, we've got the section over here, the water quadrant in Saturn. This again has lots of good flow, lots of vertical lines coming through here. So this relates to security. You provide a stable platform for a partner and you help them to feel more secure. Okay, and then in Jupiter, let's take a look at the Jupiter quadrant. This heart chamber is also very strong and positive. Okay, which tells me that you have the ability to open up a bigger vision and expansive energy for your partner. Okay, so these are all really good qualities that you have to offer. Okay, now if we go into the palm, we also look at the different sections. Actually, we're going to go over here to the thumb first, which is the manifestation heart chamber. And this one is looking a little bit stressed. Okay, now we can tell that because on the thumb here, we've got some horizontal lines running through the heart chamber. Okay, so this can have to do with willpower and direction. And I think we talked a little bit about that in the last reading. Your receiving energy is a little weak. So in terms of what do you want to manifest, you got to believe that you can manifest anything you want. Okay? And it looks to me like you don't believe that. Or maybe you just don't know exactly what that looks like. Okay, so this is something your partner can either help you with or it's something you need to work on. Okay, so coming over here to Mars. Okay, now we looked at the Mars section already and we saw good flow in that section. And again, we check the water quadrant. You do have really good Mars lines. Boy, you've got, I see a little star in here too. Boy, you've got nice Mars. Almost there's a hero energy in here actually. So bit of a hero type, which is okay because, you know, that's something you can help other people with. Okay, so coming down here to Venus, we look at the water quadrant in Venus. Again, we've got some nice vertical lines running through. We have a little bit of stress lines as well. So again, when we think about that giving energy, there could be a little bit of a conflict in terms of what you're actually giving. Is it what you really want to give? Okay, so asking yourself that would be important. And you have so much giving energy already, you know, this is important for you to think about. Okay, so maybe just fine-tuning where it's directed. All right. Okay, now there's a little tiny mount in between Venus and Luna. It's called Neptune, and it's located right here. It's the crossroads between the conscious and the subconscious. And this section, again, I'm seeing good flow. I'm seeing some vertical lines in your water region, and this has to do with deep emotions. It's the realm of the deep and uncontrolled emotions. So what this tells me is that when this is flowing like it is, you can help someone through trauma.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so chaos and trauma, that's especially those deep emotions that are like uncontrolled.
They're my old friends.
Yeah, you're good at that one. Okay, Luna. Okay, this represents your intuition, it's your deep subconscious, and in terms of your heart chamber, it can represent ancestral patterns. Okay, so in this case, we do see some nice vertical lines coming up. They're actually kind of diagonal. That's also an opening. And this is showing that you are clearing ancestral patterning from your ancestral line. Okay, so in other words, emotional stuff that has been in your family, you are clearing that.
Good.
You are able to clear that. Okay, so that's actually really cool to see, and not everybody can do that. And you can also help that in your partner. So, also, when you think of Luna as your deep intuition, you've got a very good intuitive ability, and you definitely need to trust that. You're very instinctive. Okay, especially as a devil. Like, you pick up stuff so quickly, you may not even realize like what's going on, and you're already moving on to the next thing. But I want you to slow that down just a little bit and realize like what you actually are doing.
Okay.
Okay? And the last heart chamber is located here in what is called Pluto. And this one relates to, it's kind of like the tower, it's the chaos and destruction and coming through the other side to transformation. And this one actually just looks nice and clear. I don't really see anything going on here. So it represents just a neutral energy. Okay,
Okay.
so that's positive. Okay. So the heart chambers, as you can see, are very beneficial to understand. We get into some really detailed things, and when I do a full reading, I go into more detail on these things. This is just to give you a summary kind of overview of the heart chambers. And I hope you find this information interesting. It's absolutely useful information in understanding your whole relationship and emotional system. And it can help you understand what you do for a partner and also what you need to work on. So thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you again soon.